I'm just waiting, bro. I'm just over here plotting, thinking I need to sell a kidney and buy some more crypto, fam.
Would you prefer $844,600 or dinner with Trump?
And then when the market is green, what do they tend to do? Overtrade. And they're like, oh, I'm losing in crypto.
The content presented in this podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It should not be considered as financial advice, and listeners are encouraged to conduct their own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions.
Crypto flip.
Welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. I am your host, Harris King, and I am joined once again with my co-hosts, Ricardo and Deji. Now, before we get into the serious stuff, you know what we like to do? We like to ease in by checking out some of your crypto confession. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the first one.
Let's do it.
I invested in SafeMoon within 2 days of launch and held my 10K all the way to $25 million. That's wild.
So I to hear, fam.
That's wild. I was a top 5 holder, round tripped it all the way back to 1 million before selling and revenge trading until I lost it all.
Nah, this guy's a dickhead.
Let him finish.
I was 18 and I was fixated on the chart, praying it recovered. It never did, and they never do. 3 years later, it still haunts me every single day. What do you, man, think of that?
Listen. You fucked up, bro. You fucked up. Literally, you messed up, fam. How can you go from 10K all the way to 25 million and you let greed take over? You let the fact that somehow you wanted more. You wanted, imagine flipping to 10K investment all the way to $25 million, fam. And then you think, oh, we can still go to 50 mil or 100 mil. Let me hold it. Bro, it's a fucking meme coin, bro. You know what I mean? All these whales online here, when they post stuff like that, like, oh, I flipped 1K meme coin trade into 2 mil account. They take their profit because they know this shit can crash any moment, fam. For some reason, I don't care if you're young or not, fam. Common sense, bro. Common sense, fam. Because now, 3 years later, you're now this wise trade now. You're this wise trader, and now you know, oh, the charts never recover when they're 99% down. Of course they never do, bro. SafeMoon was a freaking useless project. It was a project that was showed by a couple of investors, so a couple of founders, and eventually they ended up using the investors' money and bought Lamborghinis and took care of themselves. And what happened to the founders? They got arrested. I don't know which country they got arrested in, but they got arrested and now on the indictment. But for some reason, yeah, you thought your investment was safe. And to make matters worse here, you still took something out of it.
To be fair, it's called SafeMoon, so do you really blame it?
Bro, no. I think he took it too literal, fam. I think he got too gas, fam. He got too gas, fam. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you still had you kept 1 mil. You took 1 mil out of that figure. From 10K to 1 mil, it's still not a bad trade. Obviously, you fucked up leaving 24 mil on the table, but you still make something decent, right? It's okay. And what did you do? You revenge traded it all till you're down to 0, fam. Listen, man, listen, you fucked up. This is probably gonna haunt you forever. No, maybe until you make 100 mil, you will never forget about this moment, fam. So honestly, man, just take your L and go back to the drawing board. It doesn't mean you gotta quit or go, like take your own life for whatever reason. But this can never happen to anyone. You can't be up from 10K to 25 mil and still want more. That's fucking greed, man. But then again, it is 1v1, fam. You know what I mean? For every loser in the market, there's a winner, fam. And then unfortunately, it was the loser this time, fam, because you saw the gains, you did not capitalize, fam. And that's on you, bro. No one else on you. Because you didn't say, oh, my friend told me to keep. No, you made that decision yourself. So you fucked up. So you're going to have to live this for the rest of your life, fam. But fucking hell, fam. What a L, fam. What a L. Rick.
This guy is a fucking idiot, bruv. Now, when you really, really deep it, right? This guy took $10,000.
Yeah, US dollars.
$25 million. Bro, like, it's not even like greed will take you from 10,000 to a mil or 5. but up to 25. This guy is just dumb, bruv. Like, it's
Stupid
actually just
motherfucker, fam.
stupidity. Bro, who was he talking to? Like, who was...
He didn't talk to nobody. You'll probably just
Who
kept him
did he
hush hush
share
when he
this
was gonna
with?
get hacked.
'Cause, bro, this is just dumbness. Like, if he came out and said, yeah, I made 25 mil, brilliant. If he came out and said, oh, my 25 mil went back down to 5, still brilliant. Even that mil would have been amazing, but bruv, to revert, nah, this guy's a fucking idiot. Bro, I know people that made 7 figures on Safe Moon, but
Yeah, I was about
they
to say that,
cashed
Rick.
out.
Yeah,
This
you're
guy's
about
a
to say that.
fucking idiot.
Yo,
Bro,
Rick, you said that before. Rick,
I
you
can't
said it
even
before
blame
in the
age,
pod.
bruv.
Rick, you said it before in the pod. You said you have a friend that made the 7 figures in the
Mm.
Safeman trade. But you know why? He's smart enough to realize, bro, what goes up must come down. It won't go up forever, fam. Let me take my investment. Let me take what I've made so let me take this paper gains and turn it to real actual life gains and make sure I take care of myself. But this 18-year-old guy thought he's on top of the world. He probably thought he would never lose, bro. But come on. 10K to 25 mil. And you wanted more.
Nah. Stupid guy.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Where do we even start? What I want to know is when he was at 25 mil, what was the number that he said to himself that boom? This
Real
is the
talk.
50 mil. 50 mil. 50 mil. 50 mil.
Because
That's what you got. Bro,
someone,
Donny was a top 5 holder, Harris. He was a
yeah, I
top
know,
5 holder of
I know,
SafeMoon.
I know.
Hmm.
And I remember that time at SafeMoon. I think I might have even talked about it before when we mentioned SafeMoon. I remember
You
hearing
did.
about it earlier as well, but I obviously didn't get it. But I'm trying to think of the psychology. Like, you've got 25 mil in paper thing. Now, obviously, it might not feel real because you haven't cashed it out, but who can do the maths on 10,000 to 25 mil in terms of the amount of X return that is?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
And then, but what's it?
250x? No.
Oh,
2500x?
Yeah,
2,000,
2500X, bro. 2500X, my bro.
2,500X.
Yeah,
Like, even in crypto, that's almost unheard of.
bro.
Like, you get your 100x, you even get sometimes your 1,000x, but 2,500x, and you said, nah, man wants more.
those are fairy tale games right there, man. Fairy tale games, man.
Man said, I want more. How much more do you want, fam? And to be honest, like, obviously there's a degree of luck involved. But one thing I would say is I don't know if it was bravery or stupidity that he put 10K in such a coin with obviously little to no fundamentals at the time. But to do that, I give him ratings. But what he's done after the fact is just, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. But
You can't.
oh well. Hopefully
You see.
he's learned from it and he can recover. But I know I always say there's always more money to be made in crypto, and there is, and maybe he can make a couple mil one day, but I don't think you're going to make that 25 mil back, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you can tell by what happened as well towards the end of the statement. He said, I lost the rest of my money revenge trading because he thinks he can get back to that 1 mil plus range again. And you lost all that as well. Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like,
I
bro,
think he's
like,
just a gambler, man.
listen, guys. Let's say Rick, Iris, you guys are new investors in crypto. You're looking for seed money, and I say, yo, you man, here's 500K each to start a portfolio. That's a fucking banging start. And then this guy just wanted to piss it away, say, yeah, I'm gonna go trade this mint coin, that mint coin, and lost it all. He's a fucking twat, man. He needs to go back to the drawing board, maybe get some mentorship or something. Like, I'm talking about real proper mentorship, man. No, this guru that I think they know it all, but man, what a L. What a fucking L, man.
Degens
What
being
a L.
Degens.
Facts.
Yeah,
The last
DJs
thing
will
I'll
be
say on this
DJs indeed.
is that this guy could have not just been set for life, his kids probably. But hey, he threw it all in the toilet.
Bro, how do you think CryptoKitty started, fam? He started by making small trade. But you know what he did is he took profit. You know what I mean? When he got to the mills, he took profit. When he got real proper gains, he took profit. And then now he's sitting on 100 mil plus. Who do you think you are?
Mad thing. Let's go to the next one.
Madness, man.
I tried to launch a crypto project in 2021. Hired devs, bought a bunch of hired devs, bought a bunch of advertising, and tried to pump the token price using my own funds.
Ooh.
All in total, I ended up losing 200K. People think I got rich from the project, but in reality, I got rugged bad. and lost several friends in the process. How'd you get rugged and you're the owner of the token?
Oh my gosh, he got
There's
robbed
no-
by people. Ah.
Unless he
Carry on.
sent tokens.
Ah.
No, that was the end of it. Unless he sent tokens to someone and then they rugged on him, like influence and stuff. But boy, 200 bags on the toilet.
My guy said I got rugged bad and lost several friends in the process. That means you know what he did? He showed the project to his friends and then they got dumped on, fam. He took them
Or
on to buy.
he launched it with them and it's like, look,
Oh,
let's work on this together. Here's some tokens, blah blah blah. They're like, yeah. They working on it. When it launched, they just dumped on it.
but if my man just dash the tokens for doing nothing, then you can't really say you lost money then because it's not your money. He's the one that lost money because he put 200K into the project and lost it all. But anyway, listen, this confession started very well. I mean, being a developer as well, I can relate. But hiring devs and then bought a bunch of advertising campaigns to launch and pump the token. But where he fucked up is, I think everybody in the world knows this. You never ever use your own funds to fund your own project. You just don't do that, especially crypto project, fam. You basically what you're doing is you're providing extra liquidity to other traders. That's what you did. You're providing seed money, fam. You know what I mean? What you should have done is, even if it's a small raise or something, it's 50K, 100K, it goes a long way. You know what I mean? Just to validate the idea, test it to see, you know what, this has got some momentum. Let's do another like a private group testing. Then you launch it to the public, depending on the feedback you got back from the feedback. That's what you should have done. I don't know, and this to me sounded like it was a meme coin in a way because all these care about is trying to pump the token. There wasn't anything about he had a real use case, he had a real utility case, but I don't know why it flopped, ended up getting dumped on. No, I think it was a meme coin to begin with, but you should have treated it like a meme coin. Why do you need to invest 200K into it? And you don't need to hire no devs. Okay, I get it. It was 3 years ago. The way we're creating meme coin now is a lot easier back compared to 2021, where like you actually need to write code. This day you don't need to write code to launch a meme coin. You know what I mean? Rick showed us how to launch a meme coin in 3 seconds. Or was it what? 1 minute? Was it 2 minutes?
Literally.
Yeah, 2 minutes. So you don't need to write code to launch meme coins. So this is, to be honest, I know this is an L, but nothing will compare to the man that lost 25 mil, fam. Nothing will compare to that one. Nothing.
Still thinking about Baba.
Still thinking about it, fam. It's the back of my mind. I'm thinking it raw.
Nah,
200K is obviously an L.
Nah,
but bro,
man.
25 mil is a super L, fam.
This is a bigger L, bro.
How is it a bigger L, fam? You lost 200K.
In terms of money lost, this don't actually lost 200K.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And my man lost paper gains, bro. He lost paper money, fam.
So he actually only lost 10K.
He lost 10 grand. This guy lost 200 bags.
Oh my God. No. But listen, Rick, me and you can debate on here for the next hour, going back and forth about how it doesn't matter whether he lost 200K or 10K. The fact that you have 25 mil in your grasp, all you have to do is...
listen, I agree.
One decision and one button will change your life. But you're like, nah, it's okay.
Yeah. It's peak. You have to go back to his mom's house, sleep in that bed when he was 10.
Back to basement living, bro.
It's all mad. For this thing, yeah, this guy's a loser because putting 200 bags, 100%, putting 200 bags of his own money to pump a token, bro. If your token wasn't doing well, why pump money in? Go. Why didn't you put that money in like, I don't know, influencers or fucking something else? Like maybe buy your own bags.
Maybe that was part of it.
Maybe.
Sorry to cut in. I thought that loss of the 200K is not just only to trying to pump the token, is the cost of running the project,
maybe
hiring
devs and stuff like exactly.
You know what I mean? The campaign, exactly. I think all that totaled up to 200K. I think that's what I got.
I think it is as well. Yeah.
So maybe he got rugged by his devs. Maybe he's like, you get a percentage of the allocation.
That's definitely possible.
Maybe.
Definitely possible.
Maybe rugged by his devs.
Maybe they didn't burn the token. They just kept the token and just...
I mean, the only advice I have for this one is, don't do that shit again. I hear it though. My man's trying to make his own coin. He's trying to be Vitalik.
No. He's not Vitalik, bro. At best, it's easy, bro.
For me, I wouldn't even get that far in. 200 bags. Yeah, that's wild. Especially, I don't know. He should have put his token on here. We'd have given him a free show. But yeah, hold tight.
Bro, I think Iris is onto something, but I think it was the dev that rugged them. It wasn't his friends or his other, because only the devs know the in and out of the smart contract to yank it from him without knowing anything. Because if you have to hire devs, that means he's not a developer himself. You know what I mean? So they probably took the P's and run. So yeah, it's a shame because
life's hard,
man.
bro.
Well, we said it before in previous episodes. Don't trust anyone in crypto, and that goes for starting your own project as well. It's a shame because he's invested 200K. He's worked. He's obviously time, and now he's got he just invested a lot of time and time he can't get back. And now that 200K, if he had just even invested it in Bitcoin at the right time, he could have got a nice little percentage back. But obviously, this 200K has gone down the drain. So I think in a lot of instances, in most instances, it was better to be an investor than to build your own project, because you can have portfolio theory and you can invest in different things rather than just being tied to one project and all your liquidity and all your time is going into this one thing. And obviously, if it does well, yes, you'll reap the benefits. But what's the likelihood of that happening? It's somewhat low. So, yeah, I mean, you can bounce back, but I wouldn't do that again if I was him.
Yeah, no. They definitely can't. I mean, the definition of doing something over and over again without seeing the result is insanity, fam. So why would you do it again? Why would you do it again? Or why? You tried it again, you lost money. Why would you want to do it again? Why? Unless he's a billionaire or something that would like pissing away 200K. By all means, he's gonna keep doing that. Devs will keep collecting your money. Like, here, coming over here.
For real, if he wants to do it again, I know a good dev team.
I knew that was coming, bro. New rig gonna plug in.
Definitely. Well, welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I see a lot of your comments flooding in. We really appreciate them. And yeah, we'll be reading some of them on the next episode. And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we definitely appreciate your reviews. Just go to the review section, leave a review, good or bad. It doesn't really matter. We just want to know what the people are saying. And yeah, we will definitely get into that shortly. But what has been happening in the market? Well, in the overall market, let's take a look at the macro for a second. Yesterday, 1.1 trillion was wiped out from the US stock market, and we're currently on the red day. I think we're 3% down overall in crypto as well. So what do you guys make of the overall market conditions at the moment? And where do you think we're going to go from here?
And it's down. Yeah, I see the market's looking a bit mad right now, but realistically, nothing's gone too crazy. The only thing I'm a bit worried about is how I've seen Ethereum has dropped 9% on the day.
Why are you worried about that, bro?
I'm worried because obviously, we expected some choppiness from when the ETF actually went live, just like we got in January with Bitcoin. The reason why I'm worried is because I didn't think it would drop.
Did they put a trade or something? Did they put a leverage long or something on ETH 20x thing?
Well, I'm 3x leverage on BTC, ETH, and so.
Oh, okay,
but that's mine now.
That's why you're worried.
No. The worry isn't. The worry isn't. Yeah, I still see things going well over the next few months. Like there's still so much positive news coming into the market. The reason why I'm worried is because I don't have a clear explanation as to why. Not that you ever have a super clear explanation, but I'm not 100 or even like 85% sure why.
I know what you mean. There's no clear cut. There's nothing you can point to be like, this is what's going on. There's a separation from this and this. Yeah.
Yeah, like, there's news that, Mt. Gox moved 41,000? Quite a lot of Bitcoin. And the UK government wants to sell like 3.5 billion worth of crypto. Maybe this is all like negative stimulus that's going in the market.
It is negative stimulus.
However, I just don't think. I'm not 100% sure why this is happening. So for me, it's just one of them things where I'm just like, this is interesting. I'm just gonna go buy more.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I echo a lot of what you said, Rick. I mean, at the end, this is to be expected. We caught a good pump on the failed attempted assassination on Donald Trump, who's going to be the president soon,
Hmm.
and market really rallied after that. I think we rallied up to, I'm not correct, 72K, and we're right back down to pretty much where we came from, which is 64K, and any lower we'll be back down to sub 60 again, and I mean, there's no surprise there because, like I said to you guys, um, we've had one capitulation down to 53K, and we're back to that ranging form again. Range high, range low, which is a good place to kind of catch a trade if you know what you're doing. If you're an experienced trader, if you're an experienced trader, just bash spot and hold. Don't be wrecky. Don't be trying to be brave. I mean, the best thing in this kind of market, when the market is boring, the best thing to do is prepare for the actual run that's pending. So what I mean by preparing is make sure that all your trades, make sure all your buy orders are lined up for your favorite target level. Make sure you've de-risked your portfolio in terms of what you're holding versus what you want to hold. Do your due diligence. I think this is the kind of time for you to do your homework. I think a lot of people, one thing that gets me annoyed in crypto is that a lot of people just expect this constant market to keep going up, and it gets frustrating because I'm like, these idiots are just they're just clueless, fam. Because I shared the news this morning. I think Rick saw it. Like $1.1 trillion was lost in the stock market in one day yesterday. If you compare that to crypto, that excluding the Bitcoin and market cap, that is the entire crypto asset class, including ETH. So let that sink in. Stock market lost 1.1 trillion, and people are wondering, oh, why is Bitcoin not going up? Because fine, there's no fucking catalyst. That's why. When people are buying, when retails are here, when rate is cut and the catalysts are here, we will see more positive momentum moving forward. But right now, we are stuck in a sideways action because there isn't much catalyst. I know the laser eyes are back. That's mostly due to the fact that Donald Trump and Elon is endorsing Donald, and then they're big Trump support. So I can see why they're doing that. By the end of the day, right now, even the old ETF ETH thing, I think the situation where like we saw what happened with Bitcoin. Um, it was bad rumors of the news, and that's why I probably dumped a little bit. Well, what I'm more concerned about ETH is I've seen a huge skyrocket in the ETH supply, and that is counterproductive to the deflation of ETH because obviously, we now went to move away from we're now on a different protocol called proof of stake, and that's meant to kind of like be deflationary. But at the same time, if ETH supply keeps going up rapidly, it kind of
Why was it
defeats
going
the
up?
purpose of I don't know. I really don't know, man. I like I'm not really sure who controls the supply of the ETH. I don't want to just say Vitalik does. Vitalik's not responsible for everything. But at the same time, after it was a situation where like people are buying ETH in anticipation of this it's called ETF being approved and obviously you're getting ready to be traded. And then obviously went live, I think yesterday, right, Rick? Yeah. So
23rd,
after
yeah.
that's what it was. But more, I'm starting to pick up more and more chatter about how the supply of ETH is going up too fast and it's kind of counterproductive of what's happening in terms of the whole ETH being deflationary because we all know Bitcoin is deflationary. There's a 21 million max supply. There's nothing more beyond that. But with ETH, even though there isn't a max supply, you can print more. Hence why they introduced a whole deflationary protocol where like ETH is burned and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, if ETH supply keeps going up, that is a concern for me, and I think that's something we
Yeah.
definitely keep an eye on for sure. So
When you
yeah,
look
that's
at
just my
that,
initial perspective on that.
when you look at that info though, we're talking like the supply of ETH has been steadily going up from like conception and then slowed down massively once we had the switch. So it slowed down
Yeah.
about September 2022.
Mm-hmm. And then that's going
And
back up
yeah,
again.
yeah, and now when they say it's going back up, bro, it's gone up 0.03%, which is mad small. But yeah, I guess the concern is where is this all coming from?
Yeah.
Because
And it's going up every single day as well. It's not just like a one-off spike. It's going up every single day, and I attribute that towards the Ethereum ETF launching. But like maybe there's more to it. I think we're going to dive deeper into this topic next time in the next pod. But I just
yeah,
want to
yeah,
kind of bring that to our attention. But yeah, that's my
what do you
initial
think,
thoughts,
Harris?
man.
Yeah. So in terms of the market, like honestly, I thought we were gonna break all-time highs. I thought we were just on the cusp of getting recovery. So I thought we
You
would
and a lot
go.
of people online thought that. You and a lot of people online thought that for sure.
Yeah, I thought because obviously we had tested and broke it just about before. So I thought, okay, this is like the fifth attempt or something. It was like
Yep.
we've had a number of attempts, and usually after a few attempts, it usually
Yeah.
breaks it, and
This is
then it goes parabolic after
this is
the
the fifth
fact.
attempt.
So I was thinking, okay, we this is after the Trump stuff, it started to regain some strength, and now maybe this is like the catalyst. Everything looks bullish. Trump looks like he's going to get into office, which is obviously bullish for not only the stock market but for Bitcoin. Interest rates will probably come down, all the rest of it, and yeah, it just made sense. So I was a bit surprised, not surprised, but I was more so thinking that okay, boom, we could actually go forward and get past that. But obviously we haven't. So yeah, I mean the question is like which direction do you think we're going to go from here? Do you think we're there's going to be like in a choppy range, or do you think we're going to break down again back towards like seeing Solana like 120 and Bitcoin down to like 55 or 50 or whatever? Or do you think it's just like a little pullback before we actually push forward?
Yeah, if you go online, and a lot of people will tell you, yeah, it's a pullback, and then all dips in crypto market are to be bought. I fully agree with that sentiment. I think if you have the capital, buy the dip. But it's a situation where, like, I feel like this is the fifth attempt, and we've had a pullback, and it's almost the end of the month. It will be interesting to see how the month kind of close. Does the momentum carry on? I mean, we're now back to what, 63, 64K. If we make another push, that'll be very interesting. But if we don't make another push and we basically go back to the other side, and which is obviously downwards, I think it's a situation where like we'll probably find ourselves either in a choppy range, and then with that, and the catalyst, because the catalyst we're waiting for was the Ethereum ETF to be launched, and it's been launched now, and it hasn't done fuck all for the market, like nothing for the market. So it's a situation where like if nothing happens, and then no catalyst or anything, we're probably gonna end up back to the bottom of the range of the choppiness and just capture it back to 55K again, maybe even lower. So and like I'm telling you guys, go back and look at the 2021 market. Market fully took off in December. This market is shaping up like that one, honestly, because Q3, other than the Bitcoin conference, there is nothing exciting lined up. And I mean, I think that's what, this weekend, isn't it, guys?
It's coming up shortly.
Yeah, I think it's this weekend. I already see a couple of influencers traveling to Nashville to go to the Bitcoin conference. So I think, yeah, I will be shocked if Bitcoin pumps on some of the news that comes out of the Bitcoin conference. But we'll see, man. I'm not confident that we are ready to break the all-time high, which is 76K or things like that. So I need to see more fundamentals. I think a lot of things are shaped up really well. Revolut just got their banking license recently, and then they obviously have plans to do crypto. X is doing their thing. You know what I mean? Biden quit. So it's like things are lining up, but they're not lined up perfectly in terms of timing wise. It just doesn't line up properly. I think the timing wise is more geared towards Q4 rather than Q3. And this, for the start of Q3 that we've had, which is July being a very dead month, and hopefully August is a better green month, that will give a lot of bulls some hope. But if this is another down month, then I think we know where we're going. Capitulation towards 55K.
Yeah, so I'm looking as well at this market. I'm looking at Bitcoin and how it performed just after the ETF. And yeah, it went down. There was nothing happening. But bro, in January, end of December, before we had any ETF presence or news, we were trading around 40, between 42 to 46. Like a pump back then was 42 to 46, bro. Now we're up in the 60s, we're up in the 70s. Yeah, I just think Ethereum is going to do a little tumble and we'll recover. I don't know, man. I'm super bullish. I'm still super bullish on the market. I still see so many bull flags, bull sentiments that are coming in. Everything looks like it's in line. Yeah. So I'm just waiting, bro. I'm just over here plotting. plotting, thinking I need to sell a kidney and buy some more crypto, fam.
As you should, as you should, as you should. Not sell your kidney. That's not financial advice. No one should sell their kidney to buy
This is not
crypto.
financial advice.
Yeah.
Probably not.
But yeah, you should like I told you guys, like a lot of people tend to kind of fold their hand, and because the market is boring, they don't want to do no work. But that's when you should do more work. You should put in more work.
Facts.
And then when the market is green, what do they tend to do? Overtrade. And they're like, oh, I'm losing in crypto. Bro, this is when you do your homework. This is when you buy into save. Bro, do you know FET was trading at $4, yeah? This is before the merge. $4 before the merge. And that's when we had crypto market was at its peak. And then now we're in a bit of a correction. And if FET is now trading at $1.20. No one's talking about it. Other people talking about it, but no one's trying to buy into it or hold it or whatever. But when it start pumping again, oh, you think I should buy it? No shit.
Facts.
No financial advice.
Facts. Definitely not financial advice. So, CNBC discussed the possibility of the US government holding Bitcoin as a reserve currency. Now, I saw a clip floating around on Twitter of some news anchors talking about this possibility. Now, it's obviously just speculation as to what would happen if this was to happen. But I think the fact that it's even being discussed is very, very, very significant.
Very.
Thinking about this from the inception of crypto and Bitcoin till now, like it didn't seem like something like that was possible. Obviously,
Exactly.
the first major country, now there's I think like some micronation that had something to do with Bitcoin a while ago, but the first major nation was El Salvador to have Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and they still keep buying regularly. Now, but if a country like the United States of America was to buy Bitcoin and hold it as a reserve currency, or just to effectively to hold it as a reserve currency, it would, boy, I didn't even know what would happen. But I know it would be bullish. What do you think if that was to happen?
This is what I've been saying. I think I think a couple of episodes ago, or even think it was the last episode, I said to you guys, in terms of milestone for Bitcoin achievement, we've done a lot of things infrastructure wise. We're now at the point of real life adoption. You know, we have ETF running. We have companies. I think in the last bull run, we had companies putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet, led by Tesla, a bunch of companies from like the Asian side, and things have quickly progressed, and now it's got people thinking, what's next for Bitcoin in terms of real achievement? Like, what could be another huge milestone to celebrate? Because Bitcoin companies come from a long place, from 2011, from having zero recognition to where it is now. I said to you guys, and then a lot of people are saying online as well, the next real achievement for Bitcoin will be when big governments like the US and reserves, the EU reserve, start putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet to offset their spending deficit. So right now, currently, the US Treasury reported a 1.7 trillion deficit in 2024 to start 2023. If they start putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet, it can help them offset some of those these deficit. And when inflation comes back around again, they won't be as aggressive with their monetary policies and everything, being too aggressive and obviously hiking up the interest rate. So and this is now being made possible now that we have a likely Trump being the likely winner of the election. So that's pro Bitcoin coming on board, and that's something that's why the discussion now being had. It's just one situation where, like, if we're talking about it, there is a slight hope. And if this ever happened, whether they say US is being, obviously El Salvador is obviously the first to do this. If US can accelerate this token and actually implement a way to do this, I know they've got a lot of seized Bitcoin that they can probably offset and put on their balance sheet. It will be freaking amazing to do this. And then I think it will only help in terms of, offset the deficit, and then also have another stream of income in terms of, maintaining a healthy balance sheet. And then if US does this, I don't see how EU doesn't follow suit and other countries. So it's about, leading by example. If US being a major player in this space, can do this, it will be fucking fantastic, in my opinion. So, yeah, I honestly, man, I can't wait for what happens in Q4 and beyond, because that will really tell us what's going to happen in the future
Fam,
space.
that is never gonna happen, fam. Fam, the
Man said never,
US saying,
You can't, bro. You can't
bro,
say never, bro. You can't
bro,
say never because you're a scientist, fam. You can't say never. Nothing's impossible.
bro,
Nothing is
it's a
ever
fact.
impossible. In 2011, they never thought Bitcoin would ever be accepted. Now it's fully accepted,
What, but
fam.
by the
You
US
can't say
government
that.
holding it to offset their debt. Brother,
Deficit,
never,
yeah,
fam. I can say in my life period, I will never see that happen. And if I do, fam, I'll be very happy because my bags will go crazy. But bro, in my mind, never do
exactly.
I see that happening. Even if, Trump is apparently pro crypto. I feel like Kamala Harris is gonna come out and say that she's also pro crypto, because she came from Silicon Valley. She's been heavily involved in startups for years. She understands technology. Obviously, she's going to be taking the technology forward approach. But, bro, on the balance sheets, like, you want a global superpower to America to say, we're going to yield, because that's what they'll see it as, we're going to yield to this fucking internet coin, fam. To this cyber money. Nah.
Bro, listen, with or without the government,
I
this
hear
type of
that.
money
I
is
hear that.
taken out.
We know that,
Right?
bro. We know that. Bro,
So exactly. So it's either you get on board of this train or you get
let me
left
run this to you.
behind.
Let me run this to you in a
It's as
different way.
simple as that.
The same dons that decided to do the gold standard and depeg the cost of a dollar from the value of gold, you want them same dons to say we're
Yeah,
gonna
using
take
gold.
a
Yeah.
crypto,
Mhm.
a whole new financial instrument that's only 15 years old, and put that on our balance sheets and potentially use that as a reserve currency for our country. Brother, never.
Okay, cool. Listen, Rick, I hear your point, but then hear my point, right? We've been part of a government. I mean, we know the government, they don't want to mess with crypto, but then that was several years ago. Now they change their stance, maybe to further your political gains, whatever. I don't care, you know what I mean. But I think as long as this discussion has been had, it's not. I'm not imagining this in my head. There's a real conversation going on online, on podcasts, on CNBC News. So this, I don't say it has real momentum, but it's definitely a potential. And hear this now, right? If we have a situation here where, like, for example, the AI, right? A lot of these banks, Goldman Sachs, First Bank, HSBC, all these people, they are saying no to AI LLM because why? They don't understand it. You know what I mean? But once they're educated, they will accept it because they have to. It's the natural progressional way, right? It's the same thing with what was happening in the financial market with Bitcoin. They've slowly and gradually accepted it. They've been educated about it. And my last point I want to make is cash is easy money. You can print money. Like cash is paper. That's what we don't understand. Cash is paper, fam. You know what I mean? It actually has ever since that they pegged it from gold, right? It's literally what are they backing the banner?
Hopes and dreams.
Bonds and hopes and dreams. Yeah, exactly. So would you want to put some hard-earned money, hard currency such as Bitcoin onto your balance sheet to at least, I'm not saying it should make up 50% of your balance sheet,
Fam,
but at least let it help. You
you're
know what I mean?
putting
Even
too
if
much
it's
common sense in
1%
this.
or
You're
even
putting too much common sense in
0.5%.
this, fam.
Okay. But
Fingers
listen,
crossed.
I'm not the one leading this rally, bro. You know what I mean? Hey,
Facts.
I hope so. I hope so. I really hope so. But hey, it's just a conversation. I think it could happen. Maybe not this year, maybe not in the next 4 years. But I think in our lifetime, we might see it happen. If it doesn't, hey, so be it. But it's definitely a possibility. I think it's possible. I'm not saying it's certain, it's a possibility.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. Do I think it'll happen? I'm a bit 50-50 on it, but I think if it does happen, it's crazy. If Bitcoin doesn't need it to happen for it to succeed,
Thank
so
you.
that's one of the positives. But if it does happen, boy, let's just say you want to be in the game at that point. But you can't wait
Exactly.
until it happens, otherwise it'll be too late. But on the topic of politics, do you guys remember that conversation that was all over Twitter a while back and Instagram? Would you prefer 500K or dinner with Jay-Z? Who remembers that question?
Yeah,
Well,
come on. I remember that question. Come on.
okay. So the new question is: would you prefer $844,600 or dinner with Trump?
What? I'll take the cash. What the fuck? What? What? Wait, what's Trump gonna do for me? I'm sorry. What's Trump gonna do for me? You know what I mean? I'm not. Listen. I'm not trying to further my political career. I don't have a career in politics. I don't need to hook him up with a job. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna ask him for money. Like, you know what I mean?
Maybe he can tell you
Or,
whether
or,
he's going to drop interest rates and stuff like that, when it's going to happen.
but then, all right, cool, okay, cool. Whether or not he tells me or not, I can infer that just reading the tea leaves online and watching the news and then anticipating what I think is going to happen. Rather than, I'll rather take the money. Me, it's an easy question. I'll rather take the money and use the money to invest and do what I want to do. Because even after I get the tip from my man, oh yeah, I'm going to increase the rate or I'm going to decrease the rate, I still need money to invest in the market. So
Facts.
I'm sorry, man. Like, listen, Trump is my guy, and I mean, I've come along with him. I mean, I used to be a Trump hater, but now I actually think no one in the states is a better president elector right now. So, like, I have nothing against Trump. Trump is listen, he's the man right now. But I'll take the money all day, bro. I'm sorry.
Well,
All
the
day.
reason why.
What about you?
Oh, of course I'll take the money. Are you crazy?
Piss me off, bro. That's basically a meal, fam. It's gonna be a meal or a dinner with Trump, bro. Listen,
Basically.
what's guaranteed that Trump won't come there tired, all juiced up, licked up his face, and he's like, "Listen, you got 5 minutes." yo,
No,
you got
it's
5
true.
minutes. What's going on? You got 5 minutes, and I mean, you're gonna give me a whole spiel in 5 minutes, and then it's like, yeah, you know, I'm out. I'll email you, bro. Nah, man, I'll take the money and run, fam.
I've read this book before, The Art of the Deal. Though, anyway, let me actually say why I mentioned this. The reason why I mentioned this is because it costs $844,600 to sit on a table with Trump at the Bitcoin conference. So that's why I framed it in that way. So if you pay that much money, then obviously you get to have dinner with Trump at the Bitcoin conference. But yeah, I'm just thinking, is it worth it?
But bro, listen.
Maybe you can speak to him. Maybe you can try and push some policy. Say, you know what?
You know what it is. You know what it is. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Listen, if you're part of the people that are, obviously you have to be a whale to be able to part of a millionaire portfolio. Yeah. If you're part of those people that are part of the movement trying to obviously increase like the whole like a policy, you know, like the favorable policy back on the Bitcoin side or the crypto market side, people are actually donating funds to, you know what I mean, like the crypto lobbyists to make sure that, yeah, exactly. They're doing like that because it will only further grease the wheels for more crypto adoption, and especially in a more positive light with the with the American government. But if you're not on that status of the Winklevoss team, you have bare Bitcoin. Like, they're not whales. They're the ocean, bro. Like, they run a quadrant of an ocean, fam. Like, literally. So those are the guys that are obviously paid $1 million to sit next to Trump. But personally, I'm not on their level, so I'm not parting with $1 million of my money to go and sit with Trump. I'd rather just watch it online and see what they're saying, fam, because it's the same value. Honestly, it's the same value.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm not able to ask him a question, but whatever he's saying, I'm taking notes. I've got my AI note taker. Yeah. Summarize that, put in my Notion. So yeah, man, I wouldn't yeah, personally. yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not responsible like that. Nah, yeah.
You're not alone. I ain't got a meal to be thrown away just like that. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And then to do that, you gotta be in a multi-millionaire status, if not a billion, fam. So
of course, need to be less than 1%.
Yeah. Money all day. That's hands down money all day. I'll take the money all day. Trust me.
100%. Now, laser eyes. Who remembers laser eyes from the previous bull run? Every don on Twitter was having laser eyes. You had Elon Musk, you had Tom Brady, you had every celebrity say laser eyes. What do you call it? Bitcoin to 100K. Laser eyes. Anthony Pompliano. Every single guy in the crypto space had laser eyes. Now, guess what's back? Guess who's back?
What's
back again? Laser eyes.
Oh, yes.
Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Yes.
So, laser eyes are back, and Elon Musk is one of the first ones to bring it back. Is this a top signal? Are we going back to 100K, or is this something else?
No, first of all, it is not a top signal because there's nothing top right here. There's literally nothing top at the moment. Like, market is been choppy for a while. So
But
how
in
can
terms
you
of
tell me this is the
sentiment,
top? Well, yes, in terms of sentiment, it's definitely positive for crypto market. I think it doesn't take a genius to know that probably Tesla and Elon is probably buying some crypto because it's the right thing to do, especially ahead of the election campaign. If I'm Elon, I will back Bitcoin and use Bitcoin to fund Trump's election. So that's probably what he's doing. Probably easier to transfer that kind of money rather than transferring 100 million and just giving to him to a bank transfer. Probably better just doing in crypto. So that's one point. And two, I'm not so from what I've seen, only Elon has laser eyes so far. I don't know if there's any other influencer or any
I
rich
haven't seen
influencer that's
anyone.
got laser
I
eyes.
haven't seen anyone else worth mentioning. Because obviously some
Yeah,
people did it on the back of him, but I haven't seen anyone else worth mentioning having it yet. But I haven't really done
yeah,
any due diligence. But like, yeah, I haven't really seen anyone else who's like got that status yet.
yeah. And even right now, I think he took it off. I mean, right now I'm looking at Twitter and it's no more laser eyes. So
No, it was a
I
brief
think it was
moment.
just it was a brief moment to basically remind the crypto community, haven't forgotten about y'all. I'm coming back.
Mm,
And to
mm.
do that, he's got to prepare. He's got to prepare his bags. I know he sold a hella bags, um, when they were offsetting off their balance sheet. But I think he'll come back. I think he did that on the back of that. Obviously, Trump is survived the assassination, and then he publicly announced he's
Yeah, true,
supporting
true, true,
Trump.
true, true. Yep,
And
yep, yep.
then
That's true,
yeah,
actually. Yeah.
yeah. So I think situation where like I think he will be back, but it's just a little crumbs to let you guys know. Listen, I haven't forgotten my crypto. It's coming back, and then he's got this whole plan with the X payment thing, which is gonna be very interesting on what he
Yeah,
does with that.
that's gonna
Whether
be
it's gonna
quiet, but it'll be interesting when it
yeah,
drops.
yeah, and that's one of the reasons why he's probably like he probably like to share what he's doing to probably
Mm,
get the market a bit more excited, but
mm.
it's advised against not doing it because until you have all your ducks in a row, there's no point in talking about it. So yeah, I think it'll be very interesting.
Yeah.
Rick, what do you have to say about laser eyes?
Alt season's back, bro. But I don't know. I feel like everyone's jumping on this laser eye thing because it's like I think they want the whole cause and effect type thing. They want, okay, Elon's got laser eyes. Then obviously Michael Saylor's got laser eyes. Then you have all these other micro influencers and influencers getting laser eyes. And that will, in turn, make people
Mm.
start thinking to themselves, oh shit, they've got laser eyes. Let me go buy some more alts. And then they pump their own bags. In my head, it's like a step towards like bringing new sentiment into the market. And I think it's
Mm,
powerful
it is.
because bro, like so many people are trading memes, fam. Memes are like a way of life, and it's stupid. So little shit like a bunch of people changing their profile icon, and people then asking the question, "Oh, what does that mean?" It's probably a good thing for the market. We have no idea how well this is doing for the market, but probably all right.
So yeah, I mean, with that being said, let's get our top three picks for this bull market. So I will start. We've not done this for a little while, so it'll be interesting. And we kind of discuss
Are
sectors
we
and things like that.
are we gonna do one sector at a time every time we do an episode? We're gonna do all the sectors because there's so many. There's that real world asset, deep pin gaming. We will be here for a while trying to
You know
get
what?
through
Let's
our
let,
list.
let's do one. Let's do one pick each. It can be
Mm.
from any sector.
Okay, cool.
Um, Did you want to go first?
Yeah, for me, I will go the AI sector, and reason I'm going AI sector is because I'm huge. Like I'm bullish on the AI sector. I mean, I'm working on a AI LLM project right now, and I know the excitement in that market is only the beginning and is only further increasing. And I feel like this bull run is positioned to do well, especially in the AI space. And my top pick for this run in the AI space is FET. Coming off that super alliance with AGIX and Ocean, I think FET is primed to do some serious gains. I mean, right now it's trading at $1.20. Previous all-time high was $4. It was a strong contender in the previous bull run, and they're super busy. I remember when I was at the London Tech Conference. recently. FET was also there, ran a hackathon. They even ran a little competition thing that was pretty cool. I think I didn't get involved in the hackathon because I was there with my client, but I thought that was quite interesting. So in terms of popularity, I think they quite have that. They have a lot of like bullish momentum going on for them. So my pick for the AI sector to do well, minimum 10x is FET.
Now I'm about to say something that you man might find kind of controversial because obviously
Why
this
would
So,
it be kind of controversial?
this is a
That's who you are, fam.
this is a token that we've all been
surprise me.
in and we've all
I think
got
I know where
burnt
this is
by.
going.
But and
I think I
I'm
know where
not the
this is
type of
going.
don to
Wait,
say, oh
wait.
bruv, you know what, bruv, this coin did me well back then, so I'm gonna get back into it even after it's burnt me.
Bro, don't tell me you're
Yeah,
gonna say daddy, fam.
hell
Don't tell me
no.
you're gonna pick
No,
a
no, it's
Fuck
daddy
not
coin,
daddy,
Daddy.
bro.
fam.
Fuck
I
that
know
shit.
exactly what he's gonna say, but I'm not gonna
Is it
ruin it.
Doge?
But
It's
Is
not
it
even
Doge?
close.
it's not Doge.
And
I know exactly what
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
give.
say.
Oh, I
I'm
know,
gonna
it's
talk
Crow,
about two
fam.
coins, but I'm gonna give one as my pick. Yeah, and yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie,
Gone.
bro. Helium's looking all right still.
I knew he was gonna say
Bro, my days, what?
it.
What?
I knew
Oh
that was
my
coming.
days,
Helium's looking
helium,
all
bro.
right
Oh,
still.
helium.
Obviously, right now it's like,
Hey, I still got my helium bag. So I'm happy.
Swear.
oh
Saying
shit, you
I
know
haven't
I
even
have
what,
no
bro?
noticed that.
hope
I
for a
also
helium,
still
fam.
have my helium bag
I
because I
have no
didn't
hope
sell
for
that whack
helium,
shit.
fam.
You man still got helium. I
Yeah,
might have
let
to
me
check
just
my
check my wallet real quick. Oh yes,
what from
Ah.
mining or from
I have my
Binance?
bag from the mining.
Nah, mining, fam.
Oh,
Should
okay.
have sold this shit, but didn't. But
Bro, what is it? Harris, Eric, correct me. What sector does
deep in.
helium it's got sits in?
Yeah,
Deep in.
deep
Helium
in.
sits in deep
Okay,
in.
okay. But further to that point, right? Deep in be the decentralized physical infrastructure. Where is the infrastructure for helium,
Helium,
fam? They like
The
these hotspots
devices
that are deployed
yeah,
around
yeah,
the
it's the
and the
network.
network.
world.
Helium.
Bro, no, people have turned that shit off. Because the reward
You
is
say that?
trash now, fam.
But
So,
I think they've been making some.
what mobile tokens that were listed on Coinbase
Well, they got
recently?
mobile, but but even for the helium token, I think they had some boats and stuff recently that I saw. I didn't really look too deep into it, but apparently it looks quite
Bro,
bullish. So maybe it's
do an
worth doing some
investigate, bro. Don't
investigations.
sleep on it because if you even if you look at the amount of helium hotspots that are currently out there, the number's high, bruv. The number's high.
What is it?
I
Really?
wish maybe I'll just share my screen so you man can see real quick. But if you just look
Yeah, if
overall
you
at the
can, that would be
world,
nice.
on number of helium hotspots, yeah, it's not to be slept on, fam. It's not like there's one green dot, fam. We are there's
Mm,
high
people still
concentration.
got it on.
People still have it on, and maybe there's less than there was back when we were like way into
Way
it.
less, bro.
But
Way less, bro.
yeah, bro, there's
Still a
still
lot
a
though.
lot, man. And yeah, obviously there's mobile, and mobile is doing its thing. But yeah, maybe you could hedge against mobile uh and helium.
You know, if you have your hotspot running, I'm just gonna give you a little point on this one. If you have a hotspot running, they reward you with some helium
Yeah,
tokens as well. And what is it? I think they give you some NFT that you can convert to like a mobile token. I mean, I forgot how it goes. So I think yeah, you guys should check your wallet that you used to have the miner connected to and check if you've been airdrop anything or transferred anything. But that's interesting you picked that, Rick. I honestly like Helium is ever since they got delisted on Binance, migrated to Solana, I just felt like the focus of that community has been all over the place. I would love to see some structure come back to it. I can't say I'm a huge believer in Helium, but I would love to see what is in their pipeline, what's next. So I will do my research and my homework, and because right now we're trading at $4.71 with previous all time high be $50. That is quite an
yeah,
upside in my opinion. So I mean, just by being an altcoin season, I mean, we can easily see it popping back to $40. But in terms of being a market leader and deep in space, it'll be very interesting. What's your other pick, Rick?
yeah. So the other one that I wanted to
You said
chat
two picks.
about
Don't say Mincon.
uh
Don't say Mincon. Don't say Mincon. Don't
is
say Mincon.
a coin. It's not meme coin. It's a coin once again that I don't believe in.
Daddy.
But
Wait,
I
you
don't
said you
believe in
don't
this
believe
coin.
in?
But bro, the market's not what you believe in. It's what other dickheads will buy. Uh
Wow.
Mm.
Well
Well,
said.
for
Well
me,
said. Well said. Well
you
said.
get
Well
everyone, you
said.
get this one for free. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at Ripple, yeah, and yeah, listen.
Huh?
I'm seeing, I'm seeing, I'm,
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
seeing
wrap
a
it up
lot of
now. We'll
positive
wrap it up. It's time
sentiment
to
around
end this
Ripple. That
episode.
SEC case is coming to an end.
It's called shilling. It's
I
called
hear that,
brainwashing
but
the
listen,
community, fam.
listen. I get it. The community is being brainwashed, and it's stupid, and it's completely inflationary. And if I ever buy some, bro, I'm getting out of that in days. But there's people out there, bro. The XRP army is strong, fam. It's strong, massive
But bro,
community. They're
it's super strong.
dickhead
It's
shilling it
super strong.
online. If the SEC deemed that Ripple is not a security, then yeah, like we could finally see some growth in Ripple. I am not a Ripple believer, bro. I bought Ripple in 2018. That's still fucking the same dollar value. Ridiculous. So yeah, that's. I think don't sleep on it. What I'm saying is, for the longest while, I've just been like scrolling past Ripple, thinking fuck Ripple. But yeah, Ripple's gone from about 50 cents to 60 cents over the last couple of weeks. And I'm just like, that's a big move for
Okay,
that's a
that's not
big
news to
move
be
for a
bullish.
shit coin.
What?
And
Oh
I'm not saying,
wow.
everybody,
A 10-cent
but
move is a bullish move
yeah, of
for
course.
Ripple.
I'm
Wow.
like, obviously, you man go do your research and
Wow.
don't listen to me and that. But yeah, do you know what? Do you know why
Well,
I'm even bothering? Because I feel like the community and the network around Ripple is so strong. For so much of this year, at least, I've scrolled past meme coins thinking meme coins are fucking stupid, and left some money on the table. And I'm just like, yo, if Ripple's gonna do some crazy shit, I'm not gonna leave money on the table. However, it'll be a small allocation that I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'll just do a moon bag in Ripple, just based on how much dumb people love it.
listen, Harris, we gotta do this episode. We gotta do this segment every single episode from now on, fam. Because you hear the wildest thoughts, bro. Like Rick just went from fam.
I saw you were cussing them a few
XRP
episodes
online.
Yeah,
ago.
listen, Ripple's a shit coin.
Thrashing XRP online like me. Yeah. Oh, there you go. But he did say, he did preface his comment by saying,
No, I
"I'm
hate it.
not
It's
a
not
believer in the token.
believer. I
It's
hate it.
trash." But it's all about what people are buying. So, hey, listen, I hear it. But we got this episode every single episode, bro. Like this segment is fucking fire. I love it.
Well, you let us know in the comments whether you want this segment every single week. Because if you want it, we can deliver it. No problem.
Fresh token selection every week, fam. That will be lit. But yeah. Rick, I'm gonna do some more work into XRP. I've been seeing online people shilling online. I assume they already won the court case that they've been deemed not a security, isn't it?
I do not know what the latest is. I shall double check. But I know that it's coming to an end this month, latest next month.
To be honest, bro, I think Ripple's not a security. I think SEC just all over the place. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. So I don't think it'll be a security. If BNB is not a security, why the hell would Ripple be a security? So obviously totally separate things, but still, like why would you pick XRP to be a security and then everything else is not a security? I think it's like picking on a kid in class. Like it's just not right. So interesting. Harris, what's your pick?
So I'm gonna go a bit left field, yeah.
Everyone's all over the place today. Left and right.
I'm gonna choose two projects that haven't launched yet.
Oh, wait, hasn't launched yet? Oh, my days.
Yeah, two projects that haven't launched yet. They're both deep in. So one had a pre-sale and that's over and is waiting to launch. The other, I'm currently mining. So the first one is Peak. PEAQ.
Oh, yeah. PEQ. Yeah, PEQ.
So that's deep in. Solid. Had a pre-sale with CoinList. And CoinList, if you know anything about CoinList, projects that go on CoinList go on to do a lot of good multiples. I unfortunately couldn't get into the pre-sale, but I'm still going to wait on exchanges. I think it can do a decent amount. So we'll see.
I prefer the buy on exchange anyway, because that way you don't have to worry about the 6-month vesting period and then unlocking it.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's how you end up back holding through the bull run, and then by the time you want to sell, you realize, oh man.
Yeah, which is why I'm actually not too disappointed, because I can obviously get on exchanges if I want.
Don't be disappointed. Don't be.
So, but yeah, so that's one. The second one is Koi Network. So KOII. So you can currently mine that. You can just download the program, and then you can just start mining. I've got a few coin as a disclaimer, like I don't know, 100 or something like that. So yeah, it just does tasks in the background, and that's another Deepin play, and it's about decentralized computing. Peak Network is a layer 1 for Deepin. So those are my 2 picks for this week. So yeah, let's hear your picks, community. We want to know what the hidden gems are. It can be anything. It could be your favorite meme coin. It could be Deepin, AI, gaming, anything. Maybe something that we're not even thinking about.
Yeah.
Let's
And we'll
all
be back next week with more picks for sure.
100%. So until then, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.